Arcane Season 2, a masterclass in grief and transformation. If you haven't watched the first 3 episodes of the Season 2 of Arcane, you have to watch them. They're really not disappointing. Season 1 was excellent, but Season 2 is so promising, and the animation, the concept, everything is beautiful. But to be more specific, I wanted to talk about how Arcane Season 2 opens with a powerful dive into the emotional aftermath of trauma, exploring how grief reshapes the life of its core character, Caitlyn, Jinx, and Vi. The first 3 episodes deliver a raw and nuanced portrayal of how loss can transform you, can destroy you, it can also rebuild you. We will talk about the impact of losing someone you care deeply about. Let's start with Jinx. Jinx, the unresolved trauma spiral. Jinx's journey remains a heartbreaking exploration of unresolved childhood trauma. If you watch season 1, you know how much Jinx has been through. She lost a lot of people she loved and feels a lot of shame and negative feeling. She's haunted by her parents' death and Vi's abandonment, and you can see that Jinx struggles with a fractured sense of self-worth and a desperate need for belonging. Her grief have morphed into an outward chaos and self-hatred, driving her to lash out to the world around her. This portrayal is really good and address how unaddressed trauma can lead to destructive cycle and reshaping relationship and distorting reality. She seems so disconnected and doesn't seem to understand everything that's going on, and it's really sad to see how much all this trauma has broken this young girl that we have seen in the season 1.
Wonder if Silco even saw that.
Twice. It's always me.
Vi is also going through a lot of pain. You can see that her arc in this season is a tug-of-war between her loyalty for Jinx and her growing connection with Caitlyn. Her grief is multi-layered. She's mourning her parent, her sister descent into madness and chaos, and her fragile relationship with Caitlyn. Vi's internal conflict plays out in a really important moment of tenderness and tension, as she grapples with protecting both Jinx and Caitlyn. In the scene where Caitlyn is trying to shoot Jinx, you can see that she wants to protect both of them, but she realizes how impossible this is. Her story examines how grief complicates relationship, and how forcing difficult choices between honoring the past and embracing the future can be difficult. On one side you want to move on, but on the other side, the past is holding you captive.
I'm ready. I'm glad it's you. Had to be you.
Sadly, Caitlyn is also not doing well. Caitlyn balancing duty and devastation. Caitlyn's story is really sad. It's a blend of personal grief and public responsibility. The loss of her mother, Cassandra, has caused her so much pain, and it has become a defining moment for her. While she maintained a composed demeanor at her mother's funeral, her private moment with Vi reveals a much deeper and vulnerable side of her. Her grief is fueled by determination, and she seeks justice. She's channeling her pain into action. However, this relentless pursuit creates friction with Vi, clouds her judgment, especially when Jinx becomes her target. Caitlyn's arcs highlights the delicate balance between using grief as motivation and being consumed by it. And we can say that at the end of episode 3, maybe Caitlyn is gonna get a little obsessive, and I'm really excited to see how much and how far is she gonna go.
Get away from her! Kate, move! Scram, kid! Kate, she's a child! Move! She's not getting away again!